You are listening to GN Radio UK. You are listening to GN Radio UK.
Wonderful, merciful Savior, precious Redeemer and friend.
All right, check your time, 11 minutes after 9 o'clock. Shout out to Sister Gloria for that customer service there for us. It's another beautiful morning, Saturday the 29th of January 2022. So soon, we are about to say bye-bye to the month of January, the new year 2022. God is so grateful. Wonderful God. Okay, folks, this morning I'm coming your way. Very unusual to be here on Saturday morning, isn't it? We are here to educate, enlighten, and entertain ourselves. I hope you've heard about diaspora insurance that we'll be talking about it here on this radio station. This morning, we are privileged to have, once again, Dr. Sibert. On the other side, we're going to have a quick chit chat with him between now till the dawn. So stay tuned in. It's Saturday morning before 10 o'clock when Afrobeat session will continue. So I'm not here to bore you, but rather by courtesy of Diaspora Insurance with Dr. Sibert, we are going to educate you, all right? So without much ado, time is fast spent, 30 minutes after 9. Earlier we're having a bit of a technical challenge with the Wi-Fi, but it's okay now. So we are good to go. On that note, let me welcome my guest for today. Good morning, Dr. Sibert.
Morning, Darlyn. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, sorry for the delay. I was struggling to get your stuff downloaded on my phone. But I've sorted it out. So it's 40 minutes after 9 o'clock. Once again, welcome. When we talk about diaspora insurance, can you give a light us about what diaspora insurance is all about, please?
Yes, thanks, Darlyn. So diaspora insurance is a consultancy firm that specializes in specialist insurance products that are targeted at a niche market of people of African origin that live in key markets like UK, USA, Australia, Canada. So these are people who live in two societies. You got your attachment to your home country and also your host country. And we are headquartered in Birmingham, and we also have got offices in South Africa. We've been operating for nearly 10 years, and our key product that we provide to our market is called Diaspora Funeral Cash Plan. So this is a product that pays out cash to diasporans in the unfortunate event that they pass away or their family members that are insured on the same product pass away. They can use the money to meet end-of-life expenses, including body repatriation or covering funeral expenses in their host country, or if they got a loved one who's back home in their home country, like for example, if maybe you come from Zimbabwe or Ghana or Kenya. If you lose someone in your home country, then we pay out cash, and then you can use that money to fund the funeral back home.
Okay, so you heard it. Any family member, regardless where they live, from Ghana, Zimbabwe, South Africa, everywhere, this is a good news for you. Most of us are not aware. This is it. I mean, for the first time also hearing it, I thought it's covered where you live. But this one, they've actually expanded their tentacles across board. So it's a good news. So if you hear of them, do not hesitate to contact them ASAP. You never know what holds tomorrow. So make hay when the sun shines. All right. So, yeah, you just given us a brief intro of diaspora insurance. That's a brilliant one there. How has the COVID pandemic affected claims in terms of people who are claiming?
Yes. So firstly, we would like to express our condolences to our listeners who have lost their loved ones through the pandemic. So as a company, we've also experienced the brutal hand of the pandemic itself. Since we're an insurance company, it means that during we've heard spikes of claims coming through to us, especially during the first wave and the second waves of the pandemic in 2020 and 2021. So we had more claims coming through during those periods from the UK, USA, Africa, Canada, and so forth. Like I mentioned, that diaspora insurance, our clients are global. So what has been happening is that these waves were happening at different times. So you could have an increase in claims in a certain month in UK, and then an increase in claims coming through maybe the following month from Australia, Canada. So we've had increased claims during those waves.
Okay.
But what you need to understand is that as an insurance company, we are there to pay claims to our clients, to our loyal clients who've been paying their premiums, who've been loyal to us. And so the Diaspora Funeral Cash Plan has come in handy and helped families during this difficult period. So this is where we create value to our clients, where we do immediate payout of cash so that they can cover end-of-life expenses.
Okay. Having said that, have you increased your premium due to the COVID?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. You think that, because of the increased risks associated with this COVID pandemic, we'd expect us to increase our premiums. But fortunately, I got very good news for our clients and also our prospective clients, is that we've not increased our premiums because of the COVID pandemic. Our premiums have remained the same. Even when people have joined, we've not increased the premium. So with the Diaspora Funeral Cash Plan is that when you join, your premiums remain the same. They're not increased. So that gives you a guarantee that you're not going to have any surprises when you're in the Diaspora Funeral Cash Plan. So we have what we call guaranteed premiums. Premiums remain the same for the rest of the life of your policy.
Okay. Also,
it is part of our treating customers fairly, which is our policy. Because what you don't want to do is when a client is signed up on your policy and then unexpectedly you start increasing premiums, that is not treating customers fairly. So as a pillar of how we create and conduct ourselves as a business, we have treating customers fairly is one of our pillars.
Okay. Also, let me ask you, is there a risk of your company running out of money to pay claims due to the high volume of claims during this pandemic?
Yes, like I mentioned in the first question, that my first answer there, that we've heard increased levels of claims coming through during the waves of the pandemic. So you might think that there's a risk of the company running out of money to pay claims, but remember that Diaspora Insurance is a properly constituted insurance company. So how we operate is that we spread our risk across people who are located, like I said, globally. We cover many countries, so we spread our risk across many countries. I mean, we actually cover 5 continents, so our risk is spread. That's one thing. So we pull risks, so cover thousands and thousands of clients, and then we're pulling in risks for many people. And also, Diaspora Insurance is reinsured by one of the biggest reinsurers in the world. So a reinsurer is actually, in other words, is an insurer of an insurer. So there's an insurance company that sits behind Diaspora Insurance.
Okay.
So there's no risk of us running out of money. The risk of running out of money is actually experienced is expected from associations, like various societies, groups, family groups, or could be hometown groups that are formed because when people come into the diaspora, they can kind of like congregate along maybe from your hometown origin or school or church, and try to come together, put resources to help each other in the unfortunate event that any of the members loses their loved ones. So these are type of groups that have got a high risk of running out of money because they're not properly constituted, they don't have a reinsurance structure, and they don't pull risk across they don't spread that risk across many people. So these ones are prone to run out of money. So this is why we encourage our people to get the cover from properly constituted insurance companies like
That's for sure.
Don't run the risk of losing your money. Even if you've got your group that has been operating for years, we encourage you to come forward to us. We sit down, we explore ways in which we can properly cover your group on an insurance product like the diaspora communication plan, so that you don't run the risk of losing money or running out of money. So that's the way we can. This is where we can create value for you and your group.
You are speaking confidently in terms of money available, and there's nothing like risk. People have the perception that insurance people always, they can wrap their mouth. And at the end of the day, when it comes to claim, then they behave like they don't know you. They try to stress you and all that. Can you also confidently say that, or have you ever heard such stories from some of your clients?
Yeah, unfortunately, well, that's the perception that
people have, yeah.
That insurance companies don't pay. So if you do
when it comes to claim, then they lay back and they come out stories. You did that. You didn't check the red print and all that small print and all that. They give you all the jargons.
So actually, research has shown that more than 90% of claims are actually paid by insurance companies, which is a very high percentage. So it should give people assurance that claims are paid. For us as a company, we paid more than 3 million pounds of worth of claims over our time period, which speaks volumes of our ability to pay claims.
Wow.
If a claim that qualifies, there's no reason why we shouldn't pay. We actually pay out our claims within, on paper we say within 24 hours making a claim, but in reality, within 4 to 6 hours, our clients have received their claims in the bank account. And so that immediacy makes a big difference in people's lives. And we are committed. So this is where we create value to our clients when we pay claims so that they can be helped during the period of grieving. Because why we have the diaspora communication plan is that we want to avoid the scenario of someone is being traumatized by losing their loved ones, and then you don't want to add an extra burden of lack of funds on top of that. So this is why we come in immediately with our payouts to our clients.
Okay. Nice one. Yeah, going forward, if you just tune in, this is GN Radio. Good morning and welcome to the show. It's exactly 26 minutes past 9 o'clock. My name is Darlyn J. Your host with the most. And I'm today, this morning, I'm talking to Dr. Sibert, one of the directors of Diaspora Insurance. Diaspora Insurance insurance company, they cover funeral expenses. So don't wait till too late. Don't be stranded. You never know what holds tomorrow. So act quick before it is too late. The premium is as affordable as it is. So make sure you contact them, and then they will be able to insure your funeral for you. And it's a cash plan. They pay out cash, minimum of 2,500 to 20,000. That's a huge sum of money. People are doing life insurance with that claim, and this is just a funeral. Funeral is inevitable. It can come today, tomorrow, anytime. So don't sit down until too late. So in Jiffy, I will give their number out as you listen to the show. Give them a call. They will give you a code. Speak to them. Ask them a question, and they will be able to help you. So also do listen to the show every week. We did this weekly, randomly. It could be any day. Just follow GN Radio on Facebook, YouTube. Follow all our social medias, and also follow our programs. Today is the first time we having this chat on a Saturday. So mostly we've been doing it during the week. So we do it every week, 7 days a week. So make sure you tune in and listen to this beautiful conversation from GN Radio with Diaspora Insurance. So Dr. Sibert, let me also ask you, how has the Diaspora Fund, Diaspora Funeral Cash Plan, which is DFCP, made a difference to its clients during the pandemic?
The Diaspora Funeral Cash Plan has made a big difference in our clients' experiences. But firstly, let me start by expressing our gratitude to all frontline workers.
Yeah, so hold on a sec for me. Thank you, Big Joe, for putting up the number. Yeah, producer, can you put up the number? Okay, so that's all right. I can see it now. So if you want to contact Diaspora Insurance, these are their telephone numbers: 0121 295 1116. That's the landline or office number. 0121 295 1116. Mobile is 0770 383 304. Online, www.diasporainsurance.com. It's as easy as that. www.diasporainsurance.com. So the mobile number again is 0770 3838 304. Do contact them anytime, 24-hour hotline. Ask them questions. Anything you don't understand, do ask them. They will be more than happy. They have a excellent customer service. They are fantastic team, and they will be able to help you answer all your concerns and issues anytime, any day. So that is Diaspora Insurance for you. So sorry for holding you there. So like I just asked you, how has the Diaspora Fund Cash Plan made a difference to its clients during the pandemic?
Yes, so the Diaspora Funeral Cash Plan, which is one of our key products, has made a huge difference to our clients during the pandemic. It continues to make a big difference right now. But firstly, we would like to express our gratitude to all frontline workers that have provided vital services in the heat of the pandemic, especially our heroes who work in the healthcare sector and social care sectors globally. So these are people who have been there for us and there for our families who have been taken by the COVID. But also alongside our clients, it's been Diaspora Insurance providing vital services. The key, I think the most impact that we've made as a company is that our product has offered that type of flexibility, because all of a sudden things changed during the pandemic, especially the first lockdown, where there were no flights coming in and coming out of countries, especially in the UK or USA, or in other countries, or in Australia. They were completely locked down. So what it meant is that because there is a pandemic which is raging on, people are losing their loved ones, especially in the diaspora. And like I've always said, or I expressed before during our interviews, that you find if someone of an African origin who lives in a foreign country, 90 to 95 or 95% of the chances, if they pass away or they lose family member, they want to be repatriated back home for their final resting place. So it meant that this was not going to be possible during the lockdown, because you can't fly out of the country, or even if you manage to go out, you can't come back. and when you come back, you're going to be in self isolation, in a hotel, locked up somewhere probably for about 10, 14 days there. So that meant that board repatriation was impossible. So this is where the flexibility of diaspora funeral cash plan comes in, because diaspora funeral cash plan is structured as a cash cover. We don't do the actual repatriation. So what it meant that family members that were losing their loved ones, we managed to pay out cash, and because it's a cash cover, so they could afford to lay their loved ones to rest in their host countries, maybe in the UK, USA, Australia, or Canada. But if there are alternative products that are out there in the market, where some providers will just provide repatriation to Africa. So in such situations, products like that don't work. So you're stuck with that product. You can't do anything about it. Or even, let's say you travel out of the country, and because of the pandemic, high chances of getting the pandemic outside the country, you get stricken and you pass away, then it means that your repatriation services are not going to work because you are not local. So that is placed a lot of restrictions on some clients, but those ones who have been on our diaspora funeral cash plan enjoy that flexibility. And also, like I mentioned, because if you travel and come back, you have to self-isolate in a hotel. Because it's a cash cover, you can use some of our clients who manage to go out would use part of that money to pay for hotels when we're self-isolating. So this is how diaspora funeral cash plan has made a big difference because of its flexibility. This is what I've always been telling our clients, that when you take covers like these, you need to build up different scenarios in your life to say, if this happens, how am I going to meet this risk? If I can't afford to be repatriated, or if I can't manage to be repatriated, what is going to happen then? Or if I am out of my home country, or if I'm out of my host country, what is going to happen to my situation? So this is where we say a cash cover will work in such circumstances, because it gives flexibility. No matter what scenario or circumstance you are in, all you need is cash at the end of the day. And also, as part of our corporate social responsibilities, about building relationships with nurses associations in the diaspora, we're working to sponsor their programs to provide support to their members who have been affected by COVID. So nurses associations from Zimbabwe that are providing services here in the UK that we're working with. We've reached out to nurse associations from Ghana and from Uganda to work with them, and we are open to work with any healthcare professional bodies or those that are in the front line to support their programs. We are running programs to support people that have been affected by COVID.
Okay. All right. It's 35 past 9 o'clock. If you just tune in, we're still talking to Dr. Sibert of Diaspora Insurance this morning right here on GN Radio. It's Saturday morning, the 29th of January 2022. My name is Darlyn J. Going forward, Dr. Sibert, let me ask you, very soon we'll be finishing. Has the pandemic affected diaspora insurance business in any way?
Yes, like any other business, the pandemic has affected our business positively and negatively. So we have also been working from home because of the government regulations on us and upon all companies or organizations. So we have been working from home, but to adopt that, we had to adopt technologies like using platforms like Zoom, providing some softwares so that we'd be able to reach out to our clients. So of course, continue to provide first-class service to our clients even when working from home. We have got a hybrid situation of people working from home and others working from the office. So that's on the operational side of things, how the pandemic has affected us. We've also not been able to physically meet our clients because we want to meet our clients physically and during events that are organized by our target clients. It could be church gatherings, conferences, events like gigs, but this has not been possible to do over the past 1 to 2 years. But things are now opening up, so we are now managing to reach out to our clients, interacting, supporting them, sponsoring their events. Because we sponsor a lot of events that are organized by our diaspora community.
Okay.
And we because of that shift in terms of reaching out to our clients, we now focus a lot on online advertising and marketing. So that's how, from an operational point of view, have been affected by the pandemic. But our clients also have been affected by the pandemic. Like, some people lost their jobs or were placed on furlough, and so that is some clients have been struggling to pay their premiums. Unfortunately, we have as part of our treating customers fairly, we've offered our clients, those that have been struggling to pay their premiums, to restructure their policies. Maybe you were on a 20,000 cover, we could give you an opportunity to reduce your cover so that your premiums become more manageable. But we would not been encouraging our clients to cancel their policies, because it's during periods like these when you actually need a funeral cover. So would rather have you be covered on a policy that is slightly lower in terms of cover amount, rather than just to completely cancel your policy. So that's how the pandemic has actually affected our business.
Okay. Right. Yeah. Also, there's this conspiracy theory about this vaccination. People are saying is good. People are saying is that a whole lot of talks has been going on in regards to the vaccination. As insurer, what are your views on the vaccination in general?
Yeah, I'm talking maybe wearing someone wearing two hats.
But they will have you taken your injection.
I've had the three jabs.
You have the booster as well, or the two plus the booster.
And also my family has also been vaccinated.
Well done. I've done my as well.
That's fantastic. So we are. This is an opportunity for us. There's an insurance company to reach out to our audiences there regarding our views on vaccination, because a lot has been said. But me speaking also, because I'm trained as a medical doctor as well, so I'm talking from a point of view as a medical profession. There's a strong scientific evidence that has been provided that these vaccines work and that they're safe. So if you compare the risks and the benefits of having the vaccines, the benefits far outweigh the risks that people talk about. Unfortunately, there's an era of social media where someone just starts spreading
false information,
that are baseless, and then it's widespread, and then people hold on to that instead of looking, be objective and be rational about the whole idea of vaccinations. We've had vaccinations for hundreds of years. People have been vaccinated, and this is not a new thing. So we actually encourage our people to take the vaccine, the COVID-19 vaccines. Because if you look at people of not getting vaccinated, the risks are high.
Yeah.
Even if you survive, the long-term effects of COVID itself can be damaging, because there is what they call the long COVID or the post-COVID, which are the symptoms and presentations that people have after getting COVID, which can affect clients or people for weeks and months. So this long COVID not necessarily is actually very damaging if you look at it on an economic point of view, because if you are unwell for that period of time, it means that there's going to be reduced productivity at work. People are going to be off sick. So it's not just going to impact people at home, but it also affects the economy itself. So we encourage our people to get vaccinated, especially blacks, because the statistics that are showing that there's a very low uptake of the vaccine among blacks and Asians across the world. If you look in the UK, the uptake of the research has been done by Oxford, showing that about 90% of the white population have taken up the vaccine. But if you look at our population in terms of blacks, 70% or lower is actually the uptake of the vaccine. And in America, it's even worse. The CDC, which is the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, says that of those people who got their first jab, 56% were white and 10% are black and 50% are Hispanic. So those figures are very low. And but when you look at people who actually, the prevalence of COVID is highest amongst blacks and Asians. I think because of other predisposing conditions and also our environment. You find that blacks and Asians, they live in larger households than whites, so that increases the chances of you getting COVID, and also the type of work that blacks and Asians do in terms of professions. You find even in the UK that a large proportion of blacks work in the healthcare sector, in social care sector. So these are kind of like public-facing jobs where there's high risk of getting COVID. And also in the public transport, you find bus drivers, taxi drivers are predominantly blacks and Asians. So that increases the risk of you getting COVID. Because of that, I think it's wiser for people to get jabbed, get the protection from the jab, rather than to take risks and chances.
Yeah.
We want our people to be protected. Not only do we encourage people to take insurance to protect themselves, but also encourage people to get the vaccine, protect themselves. It's our responsibility. When you take a vaccine, it's not only are you protecting yourself, but you're also ensuring that you are there to look after your family and contribute positively to the economy.
Right, thank you. In terms of your explanation, it looks like more black people, excuse me to say, are hesitant to take the vaccine. And as a company, are you worried that an unvaccinated black diaspora population may lead to increase of crimes?
Yeah, I mean, our concern is basically based on our corporate social responsibility. We want to encourage our target market to be vaccinated, not necessarily from an insurance point of view, but that's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
We want people to take the vaccine so that we are a healthier community. A healthier community is more, it leads to economic growth, it leads to stability. Yeah. Community. There are many areas where we actually lack in terms of healthcare. Our population has been shown that they even going to see a GP, a routine GP. We don't do that. But while these services are available for free, people don't take them up. So we just want to encourage our people to participate in their health, take up vaccines, take up the programs that are being rolled out to ensure that they live healthy. And vaccination is one of them.
All right. Before I leave you to go, finally, we'll go about 40 more minutes before 10 o'clock. Before I leave you, finally, I know Saturday is a busy day for everyone, especially families. As I sit here, I'm supposed to go to football with my son, but I have to quickly come and run this program before I leave. Before I finally leave you, one more question. Do you ask your clients of their vaccination status, when they apply?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. Like, we don't ask people of their vaccination status or like what they say. I mean, the vaccination visa. We don't ask that. We provide what we call a guaranteed acceptance policy as a company. So we don't ask people any questions, whether even to say if you suffered from COVID itself, if you've been vaccinated, if you had a first jab or booster jab, or even to ask people what sort of medical conditions they suffer from. It's a guaranteed acceptance insurance policy. No intrusive questions asked. So we just invite our people to call us and don't need to be worried about anything. We're not going to ask them about their private life, whether they smoke, drink. All we just need to know is whether you're from the 13 African countries that we cover, and that's all we need, your name and date of birth, and then you get cover. Our application process is very simple, straightforward. Takes 10 minutes and you're on the cover straight away. And then you get the benefits of being on the diaspora communication plan cover.
Okay.
So don't worry whether you're vaccinated or not. Let's come. Let's talk. Get yourself covered.
Yeah.
Get yourself that you need.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much for your precious time today. Once again, we really appreciate you for always giving this fantastic insurance education right here on our biggest platform here on GN Radio. We're going to leave you to go, and then hopefully next week we might let you know when it will be. Probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday will be okay. I'll let you know so that we meet again.
Thank you very much, Darlyn.
Yeah, okay. So we'll talk on the other side, yeah?
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, that was Dr. Sibert from Diaspora Insurance. All right, we got about 11 minutes before 10 o'clock. We are ending the Facebook and YouTube session. But for those of you listening on the radio, keep listening. More music coming your way between 10 and 12 midday with myself here, Darlyn J. So stay tuned in. Don't go anywhere. It's Saturday morning.